So we're here to introduce you to the Standard Rivet Company's #2 hand feed foot machine. It's a machine that sets the spot through your leather. The nice thing about it, it is a foot press, so your hands are always free. The machine will come with a bench to mount the head of the machine on and the foot pedal attachments. It'll also come with what we call die sets. These are the parts that you need to set the spots into your material. And the die set consists of 3 pieces. The first piece is the anvil. That's the piece that the prongs of the spot will hit once it's gone through your material. And I'm just going to set this up as we're talking about it. And the second piece is called the driver. A lot of people like to refer to this as the plunger. It's going to push the spot through your product into the anvil and set it beautifully. I'm just going to loosely attach this to the machine. And the third piece is called the throat. The throat is the part where your spot sits up inside and the plunger will come through and set your spot into your material. The throat needs to be held in place on the machine, and it is put into a part called the throat holder. So it slides into the throat holder, and the throat holder comes up into the machine. We're going to push the throat down, and we're going to tighten the throat in the throat holder first, and then we're going to tighten the throat holder into the machine. I like to just hand tighten this first in the back, because then you can get your Allen wrench in. I like to use the ball end of the Allen wrench, which comes with the machine, so it's a little bit easier to get the throat holder attached to the machine. So now we're ready to set a spot. Spots go in the bottom of the machine and push up. And I'm just going to take a piece of leather. You're going to place the leather, put the parts down on your leather until you feel them secure, and then just give a little tap with the foot, and it's going to set the spot right into the leather beautifully. We're going to set a couple of spots so you can see what that looks like, and a couple of different pieces of leather. So again, you're going to put the spot inside. We're going to just bring the parts down to the leather until it's secure, and then just push through. And it will set beautifully in back on your leather. And we'll set another piece here. We're going to push the spot up into the throat. I'm going to grab a thicker piece of leather here. And we're going to, again, bring the parts down to the leather and press. And it sets right through beautifully. So I'm going to change the parts out because people need to know how to do that. And we're going to set another spot. So in order to change the parts out, we're going to remove a few things. We're going to take the throat holder off the machine and unloosen that. That slides right off. We're going to take the anvil out. Every die set is specific to the size and shape of the spot that you're setting. And we're also going to remove the driver. If my hands want to work today, there we go. We're going to take the throat out of the throat holder, and we're going to put another set of parts in. So this next set of parts that I'm going to put in is for our jeweled line, including the Swarovski crystals. I'm going to put the anvil down like I did before and tighten that up. We're going to put the plunger, or the driver as we call it, in, and we're going to tighten that up. We're going to put the new throat in the throat holder loosely. That's going to slip on the machine. I have my thumb that's holding down the throat, so we're just going to tighten that up here. And with my Allen wrench, I'm going to secure the throat holder. You always want to make sure that your throat is sitting flush to your throat holder, because that, if it isn't, will cause your spot to not set deeply enough. So I'm going to take some jeweled spots and set a few things here. What I'm setting right now is our Swarovski crystal in a rim set. Again, we're going to bring the parts down to the material, just a little press of the foot, in and in. And we'll set another one of these in a little bit different leather. Again, bringing the parts down to the material, a little push, set, and set. And lastly, what I'm going to show you, as the machine comes with this piece here, which is called the back gauge, that gauges the depth of the leather and how you're going to be setting your spots. If you hold your leather up against the back gauge and move it, it's going to set your spots in a line. And it is adjustable, so how deep or shallow you need your material to be is what that's for. It also comes with a side gauge that I don't have on the machine, unfortunately, but that will gauge the space in between your spots. So I'm just going to hold that again down to the material and press, all in a line, all set beautifully. So that's basically the number 2 hand feed foot machine. We have parts that set probably 95% of our product line, including all of the shaped spots as well as all the round spots. Thank you.